I'm actually the only American-born citizen in my family. My parents were European immigrants, and they came to Silicon Valley in the 50s. My dad was actually quite entrepreneurial, and he started a lot of companies. They weren't all successful, but he was always very driven and passionate about what he was doing and really enjoyed his work, and instilled in all us kids the idea that if you were going to go off and earn money, you could do it by creating something on your own. My first startup was actually a puppet show. Silicon Valley was a great place to be in 1980. I graduated from Stanford and I got a job at Tandem Computers. They hired me to be the editor of the company newspaper. I spec'd the type, I did the photography, and it was really a great learning experience. I really enjoyed the job, at least in the early parts. It made me come to realize that I didn't want to spend the rest of my life writing about what other people were doing. I really wanted to be in the driver's seat doing the stuff myself. An MBA looked like a really interesting thing to do, so I applied to Stanford and luckily got in and went back to Stanford for my MBA. I was also extremely fortunate in that I have a brilliant programmer brother who, while he's brilliant at programming, really didn't want to run a company. So he and I, during my second year of business school, decided we would start this company, Teamaker. I would be the CEO, he would be the CTO. In a way, I was really lucky. We went out to raise venture capital and nobody was going to invest in a 25-year-old creative writing major girl and her programmer brother. And so we didn't raise any money. And in a way, that was probably the best thing that happened to me, because since we didn't raise any money, there was nobody to fire me. Nowadays, I spend a fair amount of my time mentoring, spending time with entrepreneurs, with students at Stanford, at Draper University, at other universities, trying to help them start and build companies. Everybody seems to want to meet over lunch or Starbucks. So I decided to combine two things, and almost all of my mentoring that's not done in the classroom is done on walks. I figure that even if we don't get anything out of the meeting, at least we get some exercise. I'm currently logging over 1,000 miles a year in mentoring meetings. With every career, and certainly with mine, there have been a lot of really bad things that happen. I've been fired, I've gotten divorced, I've made investments that have lost a lot of money, and I can sum up my learning that happiness is about meaningful work and meaningful relationships. I feel really blessed that the work I do with entrepreneurs and with students today allows me to have meaningful work and build meaningful relationships in a way that also lets me be who I am. I can be authentic and not have to worry about trying to fit into a role that is someone else. It's really a blessing to just be able to be me and be able to help other people build these great companies.